Last night, the Keepers of Time visited me again. I woke up from the now familiar powerful surge of energy, which I received at exactly 3:33. The Keepers of Time showed me in more detail how to disappear from this reality of fear, woven from events that were foretold millennia ago and that will unfold over the next 15 years, up to the year 2040. Because of these events, I haven't been able to sleep for 3 days and have been recording everything that was shown to me in another video. In response to my request, ancient spiritual beings who govern Earth's timelines decided to share knowledge with the world on how to open a portal of transition and disappear from this reality. What I'm going to tell you today may seem unbelievable, but it is the key to your salvation in the coming chaos. We are not just living in an era of change. We are standing on the threshold of a complete reformatting of reality. The time has come to realize the main truth. We ourselves are gods. Each of us is not just a passive observer, but a true God human, a creator of our own reality. And today I will tell you how to activate this divine power within yourself and make a quantum leap into a new world. Who are we really? This question has troubled humanity for thousands of years. And today the Keepers of Time have revealed to me a truth that may shock many of you. We are consciousness, but not just consciousness. We are part of the Divine Trinity. Who is God the Father? Who is the Mother of God, or the Divine Mother? And who are we? Together we all make up this Trinity. We are part of God, and we have God within us as a part of ourselves. Imagine a drop of water in the ocean. Is the drop the ocean? Both yes and no. It contains the properties of the entire ocean, but it is not the whole ocean. The same goes for a human being. We possess all the qualities of the Creator in potential. And our task on this earth is to actualize that potential, to make it our own experience. The Creator is interested in people being different. He does not want everyone to be the same. That would impoverish the perception of reality. The more diverse we are, the richer the Creator's perception through us becomes. We are His eyes, ears, and hands in this material world. There are two forces in this world, the creative, angelic, and the destructive, demonic. Angels create, demons destroy. And by nature, a person is meant to be a creator, an angelic being. But on earth, we have been imposed a way of life that is filled with negative emotions and character traits. As a result, we have become half demons in terms of the composition of our energies and our manifestations. An ordinary person who lives unconsciously is exactly like that. In such a person, there are about 50% angelic and 50% demonic energies. We live in a world where dark forces have seized power and use us as nourishment. We feed them with our negative emotions, with our blood, and with the energy we release at the moment of death. This is what in esotericism is called gavak, the energy of suffering. Imagine that every person has two energetic leeches attached to them. One instills fear, anxiety, hopelessness, and helplessness, while the other collects the negative energy that a person generates while experiencing these states. This is literally energy vampirism on a planetary scale. All these global events, terrorist attacks, disasters, conflicts, are often deliberately created situations, the purpose of which is to provoke mass negative emotions and harvest this dark energy. When a tragedy happens, what do? We grieve, we offer condolences, we sink into sadness. But what is this really? This is exactly what the dark forces are after. A massive release of negative energy. It's important to understand the difference between compassion and shared suffering. Compassion doesn't mean you have to plunge into the abyss of despair where the person is. It means you need to help them get out of there by experiencing positive states. When you react to any tragedy with negative emotions, you create a certain energetic force that feeds the darkness. But if you maintain your inner light, your peace, in any situation, you become a beacon that helps others not to drown in this darkness. So how can we break free from this trap and return to our divine nature? The Keepers of Time have revealed to me a path that will allow each of us to become who we are meant to be, gods in human bodies. The first and most important step is to realize that you are already a divine being. God is within you. You are inseparable from Him. Everything you have ever done in your life, God has done through you. If any religion tries to come between you and God, it is solving its own problems at your expense. Why separate you from God if you are one with Him? In church, they demand not spirituality from you, but obedience and submission. You are expected to be obedient. And this is exactly what the dark ones want from you, to make you their puppet, their slave. That's why they even say servant of God. The second step is getting rid of negative character traits. This is not just psychological work, it's an energetic transformation. A negative character trait is destructive energy that destroys your health, your life, your destiny. Every emotion is energy. Negative emotions destroy while positive ones create. But it's important to understand that this is not about suppressing negative emotions, but about their complete transformation and elimination at the root cause, at the level of energy. A person who has completely rid themselves of negative character traits is in a state of total calm. It's impossible to throw them off balance. And when you can't be thrown off balance, you can't be manipulated. The third step is to learn to control your state, not allowing external circumstances to determine your inner condition. You can consciously choose how to react to any event. This doesn't mean you will suppress your emotions. It means you simply won't allow destructive energies to take over your consciousness. In spiritual development, it is especially important to understand the balance of the masculine and feminine principles, which are present in each of you, regardless of whether you are a man or a woman. The feminine principle is intuition, sensitivity, and creative energy. The masculine principle is constructive power, structure, and direction. And every person, regardless of gender, has the ability to create an atmosphere of love and harmony around themselves. We can all be carriers of creative energy that transforms the space and fills it with light. In the new world we are moving toward, each person will realize their potential in accordance with their true gifts and talents, rather than with societal expectations related to gender. Anyone can achieve success in the external world while simultaneously creating inner harmony within themselves. When we interact with others, there is an exchange of energies. Our inner state affects everyone we come into contact with. If we are in a state of love and acceptance, we support each other energetically, and our shared endeavors flourish. Spiritual development is available to everyone, regardless of their life path and choices. Some may develop through meditation and immersion in the mental plane, while others do so through social interaction, communication, and service. It is important to find your own path, the one that resonates with your soul. When people come together in communities based on mutual respect, shared interests, and recognition of each person's uniqueness, they create a powerful energetic field that supports the spiritual growth of all its members. Such communities become centers of transformation, gathering and transmitting collective wisdom and experience. Now that we understand our true nature and the traps of this world, it is time to talk about the most important thing: how to open the portal of transition and disappear from the reality of fear and control. Specific physical vibrational keys. So the first key is self-love. Start with love for yourself, not for your ego, not for your body, but for the divine part of yourself. Love the creator within you. Many people cannot love anyone because they do not love themselves. Imagine that for your creator, you are a pipe, a channel through which love is poured into the world. If you don't love yourself, you plug up this pipe with a cork and no one gets anything. That's why loving yourself isn't selfishness. It's the foundation, the necessary condition for developing love for others. The second key: eliminate negative energies. I'm talking about negative character traits. This process requires awareness and constant effort. It's important not to suppress negative emotions, but to transform them and not let them take root in your energy field. One effective method is meditation, which helps eliminate negative energy immediately, preventing it from destroying your life and health. Learn to be in a state of complete calm, where nothing can throw you off balance. This doesn't mean being indifferent. It means maintaining control over your emotions regardless of the circumstances. When you reach this state, no one will be able to control you. Not relatives, not friends, not scammers, not religion, not the state. You will become free. The fourth key: master the power of breathing. Breathing gives us tremendous power, even magic. When you breathe deeply with your belly, engaging your diaphragm, you not only receive prana, the life energy, you connect with your spirit. That's why proper breathing is not just a physiological process, it's a way to control your attention and your energy. In any situation where something tries to throw you off balance or stir up negative emotions, start breathing deeply and focus on your breath. And finally, the fifth key: become a creator. Write your intention in the comments. I choose the path of creation, not destruction. And remember, by nature, a person should be an angel, not a demon. Create, make, bring beauty and harmony into the world. With every action you take, with every thought, you are either creating or destroying. Consciously choose what you create, and then your life will begin to transform. Dear friends, we are standing on the threshold of the greatest changes in human history. In just a year, our civilization will complete its cycle and a mass selection will begin. Two-thirds of people will disappear from the earth and move on to other realities that match their vibrations. If you want to become part of the new beautiful world, it is critically important right now to settle your karma and not accumulate new karma. This is a time for taking stock. This is our last chance to level up, raise our vibrations, and finally choose our path. Remember this truth: you are God. You have the power of creation. You don't need intermediaries to connect with the divine. You are divine by your very nature. To help you fully unlock this power and safely pass through the transition portal, I have created a unique channeling marathon. Follow the link in the description of this video or in the first comment. I'll see you very soon.